strong attacks. Strong attacks.
Shoutouts to the voice crack.
Drinking Dr. Pepper slipped me up.
Dude, are you really casting, shadows on Dr. Pepper right now?
Oh, dude,
Dr. Pepper's pretty good.
Literally my favorite.
All right,
so
cool. Just want to make sure.
Yeah, the first tier list. Sheik was number 1, and Zelda was number 6. I knew it. Yeah, Zelda completely underrated.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Old school notes.
Must be good.
Shoutouts to the accidental tech skill from Frizz. Doing a soft back air into instant PC drop.
Frizz definitely ain't no slash tech skill. Very technical Fox.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's almost synonymous with Fox in some.
That's true.
In a lot of cases.
But
simply because.
Very infrequently see him missing ledge dashes or.
Yeah, yeah. He is very consistent with the stuff that he does. Ooh, Frizz thought he was going to go for Randall. And he wasn't.
Barely misses the ledge there. So he doesn't get.
Needle it. Yep. Should be an edge guard.
Read that he would miss the sweet spot.
I mean, like, what else can you do sometimes?
Yeah, true.
If you try to get the sweet spot, then everything else
I mean, you could grab
can
ledge,
punish you.
and then you can, like, ledge hop fair. So if they miss the sweet spot, you can die.
Alright, missing optimal.
I see Mewtwo King do that.
Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense. If you have time to grab the ledge, which you don't always.
Yeah, true, for sure.
Frizz is reaching a little bit. Just kind of like going for that up smash.
Yeah.
Foxes that do that are actually more scary than the foxes that don't.
Yeah.
Just because it's always... You're always looking for the most dangerous option that they could do, not for the safest option, which they're usually going to do.
Stack. Yikes. Oof. Frizz looking really...
Just get up. Oh, thought he was going to shine it. Ooh, okay, Dan gets a forward air. That's like a little bit of respite from Frizz running into shielding everything, and then Frizz just dares him.
Those guaranteed options. Gotta start smash DIing the drills.
Gotta start. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. It's good to smash DI drill, but I feel like Dan's actually pretty good at it. It's just that you have to be looking for the drill, and
I mean,
Frizz almost didn't drill that entire game.
Until he was going for the kill.
Right.
It's definitely quite hard. It's sort of like what you got, once you get to a certain percent, you just sort of like gotta realize that they're gonna be looking for certain options, like up smash or...
Have you ever watched Club Games versus HBox?
Very infrequently.
So when Plup gets to last stock situations, that is when he'll actually start trying to grab Puff. It's so weird because he literally won't try to grab Puff the entire game because Puff will just crouch it and then rest him. So he won't try and grab until the last stock, and then he actually goes for those options. It's kind of like, it's an interesting mind game, which is kind of similar to like not pulling out the dare until the very end.
Wow, jeez. You're showing off these lasers. Those some sick lasers from top 5.
Down throw was a good option.
Frizz definitely practicing some stuff. Putting in those basement hours.
That's right. Shout out to Frizz's basement. I'm even sure he has one.
Yeah.
But he definitely puts in the hours. Regardless of where he puts them in. He's clocking in somewhere.
Yeah, that's for sure. Laserland definitely highly underrated towards Fox. The only person I know who uses it very frequently is like KJH.
Yeah, I've seen CDK do it. SFAT does it. Leffen does it. It's become a more common thing since KJH posted that video about it.
Yeah. KJ's sort of the king of really niche Fox tag.
He really is.
Even though he may not be the highest rated player, he just knows like crazy stuff about Fox.
I kind of just wish I had KJH's hands for a day, you know?
Like the
just to like see what it would be like.
Oh yeah.
No, like Just being able to do everything that he does.
Yeah.
You know, I could just like think about what I want my fox to do, and then it just instantly, oh yeah, multi-shine into, you know, wave dash, punish. Yeah, I can do all that.
Yeah. The only problem with some of those technical players is they might do like the most technical stuff, but then they'll sometimes like flub all
The most
certain
simple.
things. Yeah, like
like you're trying to go in with like a normal jump canceled up smash, and he's just like going all over the place. SDs.
yeah. One of the like you know, Hacks is like known for his perfect ledge dashes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But very frequently when I like look at his past games, there's so many times when he just like misses a ledge dash. His tournament winners like 6 times in a row or something like that. It's like, sure, when he gets one, it's perfect.
He
but
always goes for the ledge dash.
yeah, but
like,
he always goes for it, and when he gets one, it's perfect. But like, there's times when he just misses it over and over again. It's like, are you the most technical? Question mark. That's why Leffen is just so strong. He's the most very technical and just so consistent with that tech. Like he almost never misses like a perfect ledge dash. Ooh, nice regrab.
And when he does, he deals with it better.
Knew he would go for that laser land shine grab though.
Well, now we're looking for it.
Oh, barely lands on stage. Not punished, but slowed it up.
Interesting shield pressure. Dan opts to just go back to ledge, which I respect him for. Ooh, nice movement from Dan. Oh man, that jab hit on the reverse side.
Yeah, that was very
That's so
odd.
unfortunate. Dan could have gotten that kill right
Oh,
there.
he crouch cancels the jab at 130. Jeez. Is he
That's not.
he doesn't
That's
have a
not
jump. Oh, he
dead
does have a
yet.
jump. Yeah, that'll be it though. That's for sure.
Man, this is a lot closer than it was the first time around, but Frizz is still up 2-0.
Yeah. I swear, Frizz is gonna like that BM or that like sort of winning side B at the last second. He's gonna accidentally kill himself one time for like a star KO and just lose the match. He does it like every time. Nice double jump sweet spot.
You think he's trying to get the frame where you're invisible on the game? You know what I'm talking
maybe.
about?
Yeah. The startup at the side B.
Yeah.
Good movement. Wow, barely dying.
That's the most swag way to end a game, in case you didn't know.
Being invisible.
Being invisible when the game text comes up.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that once.
I actually, to my shame, there was a time when I actually practiced that. There was a time.
Some very important.
It's pretty important.
Obviously.
It's pretty important, okay?
About as important as like, I think moonwalks are even more important than that.
That's when you know you're just getting like, you're getting tired of like doing normal stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, this is looking really dominant. This last game, or what could be the last game. Excuse me.
I'm not really sure what Dan could be doing. He's just getting, Frizz is just getting so much damage off these punishes.
Good SDI that time. Oh man.
Oh, that foretell too.
Dan doesn't feel like he has time to jump
Oh, nice.
out of this like ground pressure from Frizz. So he's just shielding.
Yeah.
It's really tough. I gotta go to sweet spot. I'm running sweet spot the next day, man. Yeah, in May, I would totally do that. I got a full-time job now, so like I don't really have school.
Yeah, no
So I
force
got
stock.
all the time. I work as a data analyst for a financial company, basically. Yeah. It's pretty sweet. I love doing it, but it's okay right now. It's good. It's good. Yeah, but it could be better. And I'm always looking to make more money. Yeah.
Oh, misses the attack.
Anyway.
They have tilt.
Good to see you, man. Are you out?
Oh, barely. Misses it up there. Oh, nice. This is the wall tech. Gets a stage spike. And bringing it back.
See you around. I'll play you if you're still around after this. Okay. Eventually. Yeah, I got you.
Is that it? He has a jump. It's getting back, but oh, shines him on the other side. A bit of a mess up
I'll
from
bring it.
Frizz
Yeah, I'm
here.
the big.
Ooh, the eyes just jab out. Doesn't get the follow up.
Sorry, I'm back.
Dan, bring it back a little bit. Ooh,
Wow.
Gets the DI mix up with the bear, though. And that'll be it.
He didn't even have to shine before that bear, but he did.
Yeah.
Solid tournament.